Hello and welcome back. I didn't do a video saying it, so I'd like to say to you now, I hope you all had a very nice New Year and, of course, Christmas. It's been like 3 weeks now since I've done a video. Not really had time to get back in it. I've been back at work and obviously back at college and all of that. As you can probably see more or less right away that I don't know if you did watch the last video, but if you did watch the last video, we did this video live, me and my friend Marius. I want to do now, and also what I want to do, start doing is after a live battle, give it a week or two, and then come back in with a more, well, as you can see here, I'm actually doing the replay. Main focus on that is purely because during the live battle I'm momentarily focused on my troops and what my troops are doing, and obviously what the enemy are doing. It gives a little flex for what I can say about what's happening with my allies or my enemy. So I like to come back and just sort of talk about what really goes on. So it kind of gives a more broader perspective of my games and not just what we see in the live. So straight off here again, as you hopefully remember if you did watch it, if not, as you can see, wonderful display here for killing his own cavalry here. We also, as you can see here, Rome A Macedon against Suebi and Sparta. Fun fact is, recently in my campaign, that Macedon, whatever they're called, I'm playing. I'm not actually playing as them, but they have my client state, which I clicked on by accident because they're like, peace. I'm like, no, but I thought I'd take that one option. But anyway, they're like, hey man, join us in war against Sparta. I'm like, no, because that'll piss off Egypt, which is probably the biggest faction in the game right now. It'll piss off Athens and Macedon. Not to mention, they're fucking Spartans. I do not want to fight them. You know? So, one of those wonderful little things. I'm kind of excited for Total War Attila as well. That's going to hopefully be soon. I'm still yet to actually pre-order that. Apparently, I also do have a text. Ooh, the joys of life. Fast running it that much is really hammering my frame rate though, apparently. So we're going to skip on a little bit. As you can see in this game, we're sort of talking about what we really wanted to do and how we're going to engage, because we can't really leave Rome just floating about. If you haven't seen this, and of course I got my stealthy little scout riders here. This is my hint of Armenia remaining in. What can I do with some missile ranged cavalry? Oh hell, didn't realise that over here at Macedon. I'm going to try and see if I can do it from Macedon's perspective. I can't really give it from Macedon's perspective because I can't see 90% of his troops. Try and give it from Rome's perspective. Currently, as you can see, all you can literally see apart from our archers here along the ridge. Now, as you said, I was about to say by now I would have tried to move up my archers and try and do a bit of harassment, because all you can see is that you've got 101 Spartan pikemen, and then they Spartan pikemen aren't really going to do that much if you're harassing them from range. However, looking at it now, as you just hovered over them, you do have the javelin throwers. Not the best of range, but against Spartan armor is going to do quite nicely. Putting over his cavalry now, as you can clearly see here on the left hand side, does not yet know about my Germanic little scout riders here. Also, they do not know currently the whereabouts of all of our archers. Here I was being a bit sneaky, and I was just waiting for Hawkeye to bring up his men. So when his men comes up, Macedon archers are going to start firing, so I can bring up mine just in front again and carry on the volley. Using your allies to more purposes than they realise is how you utilise your forces greatly. Oh, I'm actually meant to be doing it from Rome's perspective, so I should come back over here. I really shouldn't do it from anyone's perspective, I'll just see exactly what commentate on what I see, so to speak. We do also notice that Macedon here has one of its citizen cavalry. Gotta be slightly careful with that. They are really strong cavalry, they're kind of fast as well, so we're going to have to keep something along their outside. Hawkeye, as you can see, is starting to spread his line out quite a bit here. I'm not really too sure what he's doing here with the hoplites sending them up. Okay, these are cavalry. I thought originally they were melee infantry. Gotta be careful what's going to come out from the trees here. Same with what's happening over here at Rome, because obviously I'm hidden in the trees, and obviously they're hidden in the trees, so it's one of those ones which looks like currently is that as we go up this way, they're going to go down this way. And as you can see here, this is where I sort of, alright, Hawkeye's moved up, now can he move up my men after their first volley, so I kind of got a bit more time to rearrange some shooting here. What I normally do is utilise with my archers, as you can see here, I target fire one, you get 4 units hitting one guy, that one guy's going to go quick, and then you sort of take them down step by step rather than this volley off. So the volley off does look nice and does last for a little bit while longer, but personal experience it pays, well it doesn't pay, it just sort of notices that I take more losses than I really should have had here. Sparta's managed to give them a pass. I don't know if we managed to kill any of the cavalry in that very short volley, but they are sending out a lot. They are dedicated apparently to killing this scout rider unit. What would have been wise from 2 units up towards the bulk of your army and send 1 unit chasing and the other one sort of keeping around to keep some form of pressure here on the Spartan army. Here, however, it's going to turn into a little slinger formation, as you can see, with not just my archers, but with Hawkeys, or my Maris, I believe I called him earlier. Helots. The Macedon archers surely did not stand a chance. Also, they got Flame Arrow on, good extra bonus damage as they do state in the little thing there, but the only bad thing about it, it affects your, I believe, reload rate and your accuracy. And against, if you're in a proper skirmish battle like this, we don't tend to, or archers, not we personally, don't tend to actually carry that much armor on us, so I believe normal going on, that having flaming shot is more or less a waste of time. However, this was a good move, which I did see coming. As you can see here, I got my wooden spears up here already. Hit them on the kill cavalry tactic formation, because I just want to get rid of these guys. Pull back my archers straight away to the best extent I can, and bring up more of my spearmen. Managed to pull around here though, despite being chased. I don't know if he's still dedicated all yet. All 4 of his cavalry regiments are still chasing after 1. Given out Scout Riders is, I'm a lot faster than all of their legionary, legionary cavalry. I thought about the cohorts for some reason. Rome has still not made any proper melee engagement here. I don't know if you can actually see these are pikemen. Knowing that they are pikemen, what I would normally do is at least split about 2/3 of my army up and around, or try and get all of your archers here to actually crush in a weak point. By this time though, as you can see, I have bring up some of my berserkers, and I believe I have a witch bearer. There you go, a hex bearer, not a witch bearer. I got both up. I do believe they bring one up here slightly later on to fight, or to tackle on a Macedon. X units here that I got for, whoa, I don't want to move that many. Or did I? I don't know what's going on. It's been a long time since I've done this. However, going on the back flank, as you can see here, my scout riders are pushing up. If anything, I'm probably going to go after their javelin men. Coming over here, I was thinking, what unit actually is this? This is, I don't know what happened to that guy. That's the cavalry they charge in. I'm surprised they haven't died sooner. Spartan hoplites, I would normally say be cautious. They're pikemen. That's going to hold you up. And also, foot companions are quite elite infantry for Macedon. As you can see, I managed to get my scout riders also back right into the fray. Done quite medium damage here to the javelin men. Again, I believe Rome has dedicated far too many troops to sorting out a single set of scout riders, and then unfortunately charges his lines into the pikes. Looking at it now, it kind of does give me a bit of a flavour of maybe unexperienced or player, or just someone who's just having one of those. Why did I do that, Dave? You know, I'm going to keep all of my wooden spears here because they're going to hold back Macedon, I believe, to the best of their ability. The pikes are not yet down in their formation, so if I were to hypothetically charge now, this would be the best time to do it. Best is really come from behind. Learn that in round 1. It's either you learn it quick or you lose. Also going to dedicate my oath for my sword masters here. I'm about to call it oath for my general. Purely because we got such a large bulk here, and I do believe, there you go, Hawkeys, Raw Spartans also here up in the ball. He's got to be careful actually of his cavalry, because the Cyrus here from Legionary Cavalry will probably do a heavy amount of damage. I believe that is a rally ability. It is indeed. Shortly before, oh no, they use Crap the Whip. This is going to knacker out your men. See, they're already tired. It's going to completely hurt their efficiency. Here, however, it's going to be one of those things. I'm going to pull back slightly purely because I don't want to get a direct engagement here with the pikemen. If anything, I want to bring the pikemen, as they are doing now, around. Have a proper good old fight up here with all of my javelins throwing him. So here we're going to actually have a proper fight here. I may send in 1 or 2 units here to fight off these guys. I don't know actually what I do now. It looks like I do try and pull 1 unit along, maybe hit them to archers as their general, or just try and get behind some of their 4 swordsmen and do a bit more damage that way. I'm not 100% sure if they get caught up or not, considering yeah, they got caught up on this one dude. Couple guys. Going back over here though to see the Romans' perspective, the Legionary Cavalry are hitting quite hard in against Hawkeys' citizen cavalry. I do believe, I don't know if they are Royal Spartans or they're just normal Spartan hoplites. Rome's got to be careful here because obviously the hoplites is going to do quite heavy damage to his cavalry, but at the moment I do believe his cavalry will have the one-up edge on Hawkeys. And the bad thing about Hawkeys' cavalry is he hasn't got a lot engaged in the cavalry itself. They're caught up a lot in all of these pikemen. And by the looks of it, I even got, there we go, the X-Bearer sent the scream. I saw a bit of weakness. Hopefully here causes a massive morale. You even got no more Spartan hoplites popping in again. Over here it looks like we have dropped a rally ability. Or is that Inspire? That's definitely a rally Inspire. We'll not cover all of those men. Maybe confused to hear why I sent in my general against pikemen. This pikeman here regiment I've got to be careful about. This one is slightly off angle, so I'm going to do a lot of damage here to these. That and again, we are Suebi and fuck it, let's fight, you know. in the nicest way possible. There you go, in conjunction with not just my hex bearers, but with Hawkeye's sheer military might, Roman cavalry has been defeated and destroyed. Well, they're routing, they haven't really been destroyed, they're routing. Gotta be careful what the Praetorian Guard can do a lot of damage here. I do believe my hex bearer suffers a lot, they've already lost almost 50% of them. And you can see here, Rome is still dedicated and bashing into these guys. My guys here, I actually don't know if they have yet or not, but they go berserk quite early and then sort of, yeah, just fight, you know. So as you can see here, I'm actually bringing up all of my longbow hunters here now. It's purely, I believe, dedicated, yeah, onto their general run, and we just use my archers in a fray like this just to target fire a bulk. What I could have, should have done, actually looking back at it, I could have easily hit these guys here. It would have done a lot of damage and got rid of their pikemen there for getting rid of most of their really defense, and it's sort of protecting their flank quite well. Obviously, pull back my tall master. Don't want to hold my general in there for too long. But as you can see here, his archers are focused solely on the Spartan hoplites. It's good to take down Spartan hoplites. I'm not, I'm not gonna lie. Killing them is better than not having them against you, sort of thing. But in terms of bang for your buck, my benefit would have been hitting onto my generals if he did manage to get lucky and kill my general. As all my general abilities gone, and I have a short morale shot to fight off that against that. Well, yeah, as you can see, unit's gone berserk. Rome is more or less crushed. I'm pretty surprised that that Praetorian Guard is still standing, and even more so this one just putting away his men here. Okay, with all of those arrows and all of those men being swarmed around, I am not currently surprised. He's like, okay, you may run, but that unit there kind of turned around and said, "We're Romans, when do we run?" You can say the same thing about Spartans, to be fair. Wonderful story about Sparta, I'll tell you somewhat shortly, but I'm going to come over here. As you can see now, I'm going to pull my general around down here. I do believe I try and knock them up, and oh, I didn't even realise I had my wooden spears around. Get them straight in onto their general. Wooden spears is actually quite a strong melee defensive unit, not as good as, say, obviously pikemen in terms of phrases of that, and I'm probably willing to bet the shield bearers has, well, going to benefit a lot better in here, but currently I believe it looks like that my general best suited into flanking the foot companions here. Maybe should have hit these or hit into these guys here, but looking at it, if I do this, it'll hopefully free up these Spartan hoplites, and then we got 2 more regiments of Spartans in the conflict. I would come over here and look at the valiant fighting of which is happening here against the Romans. I don't know why my frame rate decided to go down to 20 frames per second. That doesn't happen all that often. I'm going to go over here, however. It looks like we are slowly pushing away this unit here with a bulk of wooden spears. Slowly getting there surely. I'm not too sure why they pulled these guys away to try and flank here the Spartan hoplites. All that's done is made me go, okay, I'm just going to hit you from behind. Several men do that apparently hold me off, so the bulk of their regiment can come in. Love the formation and the discipline here of these units. Currently really surprised that we are fighting here so well. We actually are suffering negative effects from the flaming shot. Not only that, is the cavalry deciding to come in. I would say that's brave, but to be fair, I would do that with cavalry as well, but what will happen, I would pull them back by now and made them hit again. Maybe we would have used these units a bit more. But they're saying that sending them in here to hold up this isn't beneficial. You've got so many spear units in there, it's actually kind of foolish, but at the same time, with Rome gone like Rome is, it kind of gets the desperate effect now. Generally, oh, I believe, look at that. I even set off flaming arrows. I remember, in the nicest way possible, the flaming arrow shot in Shogun 2 was a small fetish of mine for a while. In the nerdy sense, not in the genuine kinky sense. Oh, I found that more mildly amusing than I should have done, to be fair. I agree, we should take the heads. I do believe I actually had some hex bearers in there somewhere, according to that sound. I actually believe they all sort of got taken down. We've got a few berserkers here pulling up. Gone to the point now where I don't really need as many troops as I got. I believe what I'm doing now is bring these guys down and around, but by the time that probably happens, I'm willing to bet Spartan shoot with my other little groups here. Would have done more than enough damage here against all of them, and they've only actually lost 6 in that, and I've lost well over 100. Genuinely surprised. I am genuinely surprised that my spear units has managed to hold on for as long as they have. So here it comes now then, the Clash of Titans, wrecking it in General versus General. I don't believe actually any General that has been killed yet, apart from, I'll assume, the Roman one, either that or he fled. Surprised we've got no messages. I believe that is endgame, as you can clearly see here. I may just come down here, and you can see this. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to quickly tell you that short bit of history I was going to say about Sparta. This was back when, I believe, Athens was declared war on them and said all of that. And they said a thing: if we win, we will murder all your men, all your children, basically batter, rape, and pillage your women. We will spare no one. Spartans replied with one word: if. That in itself was a statement. Like, Athens had to write all of that to be like, yeah, we are Athens. Sparta's like, if. It's a shame that such nations go, or such dedication. I've been Carpus. I am both going to say thank you and apologies for the short, poorly told story there at the end. I am going to try and get a lot more videos up. Well, I'm going to get them up with a lot smaller gaps in between, is the best way for me to word that. I hope you did enjoy this. For some of you it may be the second time watching, for hopefully a lot of you this will be your first, and I hope both sides enjoyed it as equally as they may have the first, or hopefully better. And before I ramble on like I used to, like I already am, I've been Carpus. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.